Do a spinal wave. So I'm going to take you through the entire spinal wave today. So what we're going to do is we're going to start in child's pose. So I'm going to start dropped back into child's pose. Now this is a hard position for some people to get in. So I'm going to, now some people might be like this, that's okay, but if you can get your butt all the way back to your heels, even better. What I'm going to start by doing is really pulling up on my spine. So I'm going to try to round my back as high as I can, pushing off on my knees. When I get as high as I can, I'm going to pick my knees up, dig my toes in, open, and then drop down into cobra, breathing out, looking up at the sky. I will then drop back down into child's pose, relaxing, and repeating back through, rounding up, rounding up, rounding up, pushing, dropping, and ending looking at that sky. Beautiful. Good. So most of you probably know what cat-cow is, right? So the start of this movement is like cat, right? He's pulling, 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 like someone's got a puppet string on the middle of his back, and he's driving up at the sky and then dropping down and through. We hear a lot that, the cobra position, which is the end of the movement, is uncomfortable for a lot of people, or is that safe for my spine? That's absolutely safe for your spine, right? Because the natural curvature of the spine is like this, right? It's not like this. And we know like this feels good for the back, but it's also really important to keep your back in line in that position. If any of you are ever having lower back spasms, which I know a lot of my clients do and I do, this cobra position right here is a really good way of realigning the back. Now there's a less aggressive way of going about it. I'm going to have Roger end on his forearms this time versus hands, so you can see what it would be like to do a cobra without the aggressive move. Good, and then looking up, right? So that's a nice, easier way of learning cobra versus on your arms, obviously, is a greater stretch on the back. How's that feel, Roger? Good. So we're just taking the spine, the hips, even the knees and the neck through the greatest range of motion that we have as human beings, depending, obviously, on individuals. I would aim for around 10 of these. You will feel different beginning to end.